Hi everybody, it's me. Yes, I shaved. I have a goatee now. Deal with it. Um, Mobile Suit Gundam time. Blood Orphans. I have to say, episode 7, whaling. Right now, this was the best action episode of this Gundam series. Bar none. Even better when they fought against McGillis and his friend a couple episodes ago. Basically, what happens in this episode is the motherfucker who owned CGS, that group, before they changed it into the Iron Flower, Orca and anybody else, he's on a ship with this guy. I can't even say his name for the life of me. Let me just check, see how you say his name. It's so difficult how to say his name. Yeah, it's difficult to say. Tawaz. Tawaz. And they basically they come in contact with Turbine, owned by this guy Tawaz, and he has an agreement with this son of a bitch who left Orga and everybody else left to die when those guys attacked. Remember, back in the beginning, and Tawaz wanted them to give the ship over to them. And Orga's like, that's not happening. We have a mission to do, and we can't do that. So basically, this resulted in them fighting. Here's the funny thing about this guy on his ship, which is called the Hammerhead. The entire crew, I'm not joking around here, the entire crew is female. I'm dead serious. This totally, you don't see this often, but when I see this, I'm like, dude, like seriously, the entire crew was female. The people on the bridge, working the controls there, the mobile suit pilots, female. All of them female. Completely female. That totally threw me off. The good news was, at least, well, my impressions on the female pilots. There's this tanned girl. She's pretty okay. She's I can see that they are experienced to a certain extent. And she fought that guy who who was with Mika, and it's obvious they're different. They fight differently than the Horn people, Hollow Horns. They fight differently. They're not the same way. They don't fight like McGillis and those other guys. So they're different. The different fighting style with their mobile suits, but their mobile suits were similar, were pretty much the same as the other ones, except the one that Mika was fighting, this girl. I saw this post in Mecha. Like she's saying, like she wants to eat this shrimp-looking thing, which was the ship, and like somebody posted a picture of the original Mobile Suit Gundam with a hard on. No, that's just weird. But like her mobile suit was really fast, and it got to a point where Mika basically attached himself to it, and they hit this asteroid, and it was like really close combat. He was about to just skewer her. So it was very intense, and eventually at the end of it all, no one ends up getting killed because Orga in the episode leaves, and he lets this other guy, the one who argued with him, take control of the ship as the captain, and he leaves with a ragtag of guys to sabotage the Hammerhead. And this basically results in the fight ending. But there was a lot of instances. This episode would remind me a lot of the original Mobile Suit Gundam, because let's be honest here. Let's really examine when we really examine Mobile Suit Gundam, um, Iron-Blooded Orphans, we see a lot of things in it. At least I see a lot of things in it that remind me of the original Mobile Suit Gundam. Think about it. The guys they're up against, McGillis. Who's he remind you of? Shaw. Guy he's with, who's his partner? Who's he remind you of? Karma. Kind of reminds you of those two. Plus, let's examine Arga and their crew. Kids. Majority of them are children. That's another thing to think about. So it fits the mold of what original Mobile Suit Gundam was like. Also, there's a lot of instances where you got the basic archetypes of Wing and maybe even Double O in there. So this show has the right formula. I feel it has the right formula to move forward and to be a really great Gundam anime. It's only going to be like 24 episodes from what I heard. But I still feel it's going to be better. I don't care what anyone says. It's going to be better than Revista and G. It's going to be better than that. It definitely is. Now, action-wise in this episode, holy shit. Mika fought that girl, and the other guy was fighting the other two. He was like knuckle brawl shit, like just brawling mechs. It was just like brawl, like Super Smash Brothers kind of thing, where they were just fighting fist to fist with the mechs. And like I said, Mika basically pinned down this girl in an asteroid, and he had his melee weapon against her and shit. I'm looking at it now. He's got like, it's right against her. He's on top of her. It was kind of weird that way. And basically everything stops because they sabotaged the ship. They got on there. Orga and everybody. Now, I definitely give this a 5 out of 5, action-wise. Action-wise, animation, it was all there. This series is getting a lot better than what it originally turned out to be. And based upon what I've seen in the 7 episodes so far, I have really now high hopes for it. It's going in a good direction. I like what's happening. I am really enjoying it. Now, next week's episode, basically, they're going to be on the ship. They're probably just agreeing with this guy so they can get to Earth. That's pretty much the story. And it's just all 3 pilots are female. Like, that's just crazy. It's just insane. Oh, God. It's just insane. I find it so insane. Now, we haven't seen much. The only mobile suits I've seen so far are the ones that have been shown throughout. It's basically these mechs that are like, they're very greenish coloring, these mobile suits, and there are a lot of melee weapons with them. And that's another thing I noticed about this anime, about this Gundam series. Have we ever seen a beam saber yet? No. You realize that. You think about that. You're like, wait a minute. There's no beam saber at all. I haven't seen one mech with a beam saber. I mean, maybe I'm misinformed. Maybe I just missed something in the last couple of episodes. But from what I've seen, we haven't seen that. All we've seen are straight up melee weapons of like axes and spears and that kind of stuff. And weapons wise, you got like missiles going on and rifles. This one that Mika was fighting though was pretty awesome. I gotta say, it was very fast looking. It was going back and forth, shooting him up. Very entertaining. Very interesting. The girl, she's too many innuendos with her, but I really enjoyed this episode. Tell me what you guys think. I'm gonna probably post this in the Mecha again. This is getting good. I have to say, this is getting good. This is going to continue into the winter too, I believe. It's going to be 24 episodes, 23 episodes around there. So it's going to continue in the winter. I'm probably gonna review it in the winter. I don't see me reviewing much in the winter. I saw a few shows. Anjin. They're gonna be done by uh, Polygon Films, the same Polygon Pictures with the same people who did um, Knights of Sidonia.
You gotta lower your
Oh,
voice.
sorry,
I
sorry.
can hear you right through the wall.
So yeah, I mean that's the story there. So really excited, really excited. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I'm Bonka92. I'll see you guys later.